Bitch, I'm in the...
I feel like the intro got shorter. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Brian.
I'm Mark, and no, it didn't. It's the same as it always has been.
I feel like it just keeps getting shorter and shorter for some reason. Is that?
I can make it shorter.
No, we're good.
I can make it longer, too.
We're good. My dog is going to probably join us for the show. He keeps getting up underneath my arm. I'm not sure what's going on with him, so I do apologize ahead
He
of time.
missed you.
I didn't go anywhere, dude. I went to work today.
Well, how was your week?
It was good, dude. My Steelers lost, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's
So hopefully this weekend we'll have some great games kicking off. And I sent you my picks. Hopefully those picks make sense to you.
Yeah, there was only one pick that I said that you might regret, but you never know.
We'll have to see how that goes. Hey, so we were talking music last week, and I know that you said, hey, I'm going to go out and find us an artist to come on the show. And I know you booked this talented young man a while back. Who'd you get for us?
His name is Greyson Zane.
What's he from?
He's a solo musician.
Okay.
You thought I was going to say it wrong, didn't you?
I thought you were going to say magician. I was waiting for it, bro.
Well, that's what you did last week.
Grayson, what's happening, buddy? How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How about you?
Fantastic. So everybody in the comments, what's happening, everybody? Anthony, what's going on? Russell, what's happening? Guys, so we were talking football before we came on. And Grayson, you are a huge – what kind of fan are you?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So sorry about that.
So sorry.
I'm kidding. You guys actually have a team that's actually doing something in the league, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I was about to say you're sorry, but what about that right there?
Oh yeah. We got.
Hold on, wait a minute. Brian can actually.
When's the last time you got one of those, huh? 2008.
I mean, it's been a little bit, but it's been a little bit. But hey, we'll be back as soon as Aaron Rodgers retires.
As soon as you get a first-round pick.
That's right. Russell says, what's happening?
Russell, you still need to send me your address so I can send you some decals.
So I wanted to jump in real quick. Mark found your music because you're actually on another band's.
Well, hold on. No, technically you found the music. I just looked further into it.
I gotcha. So what song was that you were a part of, and how did you become a part of that song and band?
So the song is called Emo Trash, and it is a collab with Felicity. So me and Drew are best friends, and how it ended up happening was basically we went out drinking one night, and I was a very small artist at the time. I mean, I'm still a really small artist, but like I was a really, really small artist at the time. I only had like 200 monthly listeners. And he said, yo, dude, we should do a collab song. We should call it Emo Trash. And it was born from that. And then we got together right before I went to the studio because we recorded it for my EP. And we wrote it together the day before. And then we finished it in the studio. And it was complete collab. And we put it out together. And it went really viral, but not in the way that you'd probably want it to go viral, but it did nonetheless. So
it's a great tune. We played it on the show a couple of times. Getting our fans hyped up to see you this week. So I think we played. Did we play it last week?
Yeah, we played it last week. We played it 2 weeks, or when we found out, when you said I think I played it that week also. And probably another time because it's right there and it's a catchy song.
Oh yeah. Well, we tried.
Are you collabing with any other artist, or are you just staying solo as of right now?
For the future, I don't have any collab plans as of right now. On my last EP, I had a feature from Saxel Rose, a really cool saxophone player. or saxophonist. And then I've had a feature from Josh from Magnolia Park. They've been doing really good recently. And then I also did a collab song with Twin Robo, my boys in Twin Robo. Shout out them. And that song's called Ready to Die.
We'll have to find that one too, Mark.
I had that one earlier.
Oh,
great song.
Thank you.
He's got a lot of good songs. I just started going through his songs, and I'm like, okay, I like this one. So it's all on my Spotify now.
Cool.
What with anybody getting into the industry, is there anything that you would tell somebody that's like, hey, this is what I want to do, I want to be an artist? Is there anything that you would recommend to those folks?
Prepare to make a lot of content, and that's basically going to be your job, because number one, you have to write good songs.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what it is anymore. So it's like, make sure you have a good song, and then you have to make like 1 billion pieces of content around it and be constantly posting, and you have to be an influencer now, you know? And if you're not, then you don't really have as good of a shot.
So do you think getting hooked up with other influencers, somebody on the scene, and just be like, hey, I want to do a song, like somebody, I don't know, like what's the big guy on TikTok that you were trying to get on the show? That you were trying to get on the show, the comedian. I cannot think of his name off the top of my head.
You can't think of his name?
Yeah, who am I talking about?
Why can't you think of his name?
Because I can't think of it. Anyway, I'm trying to make a point here. Is this somebody, like, would you try to collab with somebody that has a big following on Facebook? Like, whether they're just doing like comedy content or whatever, you could be like, hey, let's do this song, I'll put you in a video kind of deal.
So do you mean in terms of collabing on a song, or do you mean in terms of collabing
just having them in the video, just having them do some kind of something?
That's a thing that record labels do because it costs a lot of money. So usually what record labels will do is they'll pay content people like influencers to promote the song, to make a video with the song, for like a 6-second video of them sipping their coffee in the morning, and it'll be $1,000 video, but they have millions of followers. So that's something that labels do. I mean, and independent artists can do it too, but it does cost a lot of money. So what I found is that it's just best to just try to figure it out for yourself, and don't pay for advertising. Just try to make it. But see, the goal, like, it used to be for me to go viral, but then I feel like I've kind of grown out of that. And I feel like the most important thing you can do is build a community. So my goal has switched from trying to go viral to just trying to build a community and trying to build people that want to be involved with my music, that like my music, that like my content. And like, I don't know, maybe like, you know, my music can help them in some type of way, or, you know, maybe my content brings a smile on their face whenever they see me. You know, it's like just trying to build a community where people can just like, you know, help each other, you know? Yeah. Like, because going viral it doesn't have the same thing that it used to in the pandemic. So.
Yeah, we started too late. We should have started during the pandemic.
Listen, dude, we're never going to you're going to catch a virus, basically, is what's going to happen. You'll never go viral. Like, that's not us. We're just.
I don't think we'd ever want to. I think we're good at what we're doing right now. You know, I'd like to get more. You know, I'd like to get more people to, you know, want to come on the show more, instead of us always.
I know you had to reach out to Greyson like 74 times before he finally said, "Fine, dude, leave me alone."
I said yes.
No, believe it or not, there's been a few that we've reached out. They said, yeah, and then when it comes to the week of it, they ghost us.
Yeah, I was always down. I mean, I love talking about myself, which is a little narcissistic, but I do love talking about myself. But my therapist did tell me that I'm not narcissistic. So,
well, that's good. And it's good that you see a therapist, because I think everybody should. And if your therapist is your best friend, then that's even better, because like that's the person I get to bend their ear for. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey,
I don't know that I always get the best advice, but I get advice.
Hey, Brian, you know that Mary Kate girl that keeps coming in the comments?
Yeah.
She's in clown makeup, right?
Do what?
She's in clown makeup in that photo. Did you see that?
Online on this
Yeah.
on that photo? Yeah. I saw that.
Did you know that there's going to be a bunch of clowns on our show next week?
Dude, what are we hosting, the Ronald McDonald Charity Organization?
No. Clown Motel 3. We'll have a bunch of the castmates.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So hopefully people will tune in to watch that as well. Greyson, do you have any goals for any kind of like acting or anything like that?
Like acting, like in movies?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that?
I mean, because typically that's where, it kind of leads to like first you're a musician. Next thing you know, you're getting like, hey, you want to be in a movie?
I don't know if I would say no. I mean, but if I did do acting, I would probably only want to do like horror movies, and like they would have to be B horror movies. Like it'd have to be like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space type vibe, where it's just like the movie is so good, it has a great cult following, but it's not like super high budget, and it's like you're not expected to be like the best actor. But like I have done some acting. I did a lot of plays in middle school and high school, and musicals too.
Well, we've got a lot of you said horror, and we've got a lot of directors, writers, producers, other actors that are in the horror game. And once again, this Clown Motel is a horror genre movie. This one.
Awesome.
Hey, Brian, you have 1 week to watch it.
So I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe somebody sees you on here. So if somebody does reach out to you, it's probably a possibility. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Hey,
I'd love to be a pretty face in a horror movie.
He could be in the horror movie, or he could be the music of the movie.
I told people that I would like to be in a horror movie, but I don't want to die.
Oh, I'd be perfectly fine with dying. I'd actually want.
No problem dying.
And that's what most people want. They're like, oh, dude, I want the gruesomest kill ever. Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, dude, I'm gonna be the one that kills you.
Hell yeah! So funny that we're actually talking about horror movies and stuff. So my favorite type of video game is survival horrors, and I actually have this new song called Survival Horror, and I'm going to the studio to record it next month. And the music video for that is basically going to be like a 4-minute B movie, like for like a horror type genre type thing. And that's what I was going to do. And I was going to be, the final guy, I guess, because
Okay.
But when you do that, I want to play that on here when you have that done.
Yeah, I mean, it probably, if I had to guess when it would come out, it's probably not going to come out till spring. But
that's not a problem. We'll still be doing this.
Cool.
You sure you want to wait that long though? I mean, Halloween's like next month.
Yeah, well, so I'm going to the studio, and then it's going to take probably a couple days to record it, and then it's going to take my producer, because he's very busy, it's going to take him a couple of months to mix and master it. And then after that, then I have to shoot all the content and the music video, and then they have to edit all of that, and then I have to put it on my distribution for how it gets on Spotify and everywhere. I have to put it on that about 2 months before it gets out. So March would be like, that's like hoping it gets out by March.
I gotcha. You talk about studio stuff. I don't typically ask about money, but do you pay for your own studio stuff?
Absolutely. I'm an independent artist, so I don't have a label budget.
Nobody's going, hey, I'll give you free studio time. Come on in. Walk through the door.
But I'm also kind of grateful because like with where I'm at right now, I wouldn't want to have a label anyways, because I don't know. I feel like I just kind of started making a little bit of money. So like, I don't really want to have, like a label taking everything. So
please take 5% from me, sir.
No, it'd be more, because it would be 100% until I recoup it. And then after I recoup it, if it's a good deal, it would be 50-50. And that's if it's a good deal. Most deals are like 20-80. So like after you recoup it and you pay all of that deposit back, then it's like you get 20.
That's when you can start making money?
Yeah, but even then, most deals are probably like 20. I would get 20% and they would get 80%.
Yeah, they get more money than what the artist does.
We're in the wrong business, dude.
Yeah, I got to start a record label.
I guess we got to start. Just we need to build a studio, and then you build a label. I'll have the studio, and like we'll just like I'll send you send me the talent and stuff like that, and we'll put them on a label. Mark, there we go.
You are aware that what we're doing now is cheaper to do.
Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, free platform. Look at that for anybody that wants to come on and be a part of this show. So Greyson, you know, this show is about you, so we want to talk about you. So you just let us know what you want to talk about. Make sure that people are following you on your socials. So we need to make sure that everybody knows how to get a hold of you in that, especially there's some people in the comments that are watching that are probably that may or may not talk to a producer, actor, director, person, Mary Kate, about possibly having Mr. Greyson Zane do something in a movie or something, or a show or whatever.
Awesome. Yeah.
Music. I mean, he's got some great music out there.
I'd also love to make a soundtrack because speaking of the studio stuff, I have 80 new songs for my next record, and only, like 9 of them are going to make it. So one of the songs that I told you that I'm set on making it is survival horror. But a lot of my newer stuff is more in the heavier direction. So I don't know if you guys have listened to my songs called like Hellbent or Don't Cry for Me or Blood. Like those 3 songs, it's like, oh, and Imposter too. So like my newer stuff is kind of going in more of that direction. But it's also like more poppier at the same time. I don't know, it's kind of like dark pop and like industrial metal meets metalcore. And then like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to describe because it's like a bunch of things all together. But
you have created a new genre of music is what you've done.
In a sense.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
I think I made it to a point where like my newer stuff sounds like me. It doesn't really sound like anybody else. So I think that's the place I really want to be at, because I feel like I have some songs that are currently released where like you could be like, oh, well, this other artist could have put out this song with their own vocals and it would clearly be their song. And I just feel like a lot of my new stuff is just like, oh, this is different. Like he did different things. Like this is like uniquely him.
Yeah.
One of the other songs that we played on here was Stitches.
I love Stitches. That's a very, very underrated song of mine.
Oh, when I played it, I was going through your songs. I was like, Brian, we need to find something more because I want to play you up more being on here. And I heard that song. I was like, yeah, I want to play this one. He goes, what is it? I said, well, you'll find out when I play it.
No, I love Stitches.
And that's the thing, like anybody that comes on the show, like if you're an artist, like we want to have your music. We want your stuff playing,
Oh yeah. Funny story about that song. My producer was mixing it, and A Day to Remember happened to be in the other studio across the hallway. And Jeremy McKinnon came in the studio and was like, what's that? And then my producer was like, oh, it's this song I'm mixing by this kid called Greyson Zane. And then he was like, I love that song. And then he walked away.
That's crazy.
I wasn't there for it, but my producer told me. And then Josh from Magnolia Park was also sitting on the couch while Andy was mixing it. And he also said, yes, this happened. I was like, I don't believe it. I need multiple people to tell me that this happened.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's really good accolades, man. So, I mean, somebody heard it and they were like, now all you got to do is just be like, hey, take the song with you. And, if you want to play it on the road or whatever, I'd be okay with that. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was just one of the songs that never really did good on social media for me. So I never really pushed it as hard. For example, like my song Hellbent is doing very good right now on social media. Every single time I post it, it just does good generally. But I also have songs that don't do anything whenever I post them. For example, Stitches is one of those songs, which I don't understand why. But, talking to a lot of my fellow artists, it's just something that you never really understand why. It's just something that happens.
Greyson, how old are you?
I'm 24. I just had my birthday on Sunday.
Super young, super young. When did you get started into the music, and what drove you to it?
I started playing guitar at 9. I joined my first band at 12, and I was in a cover band, and we played a bunch of bars that I probably shouldn't have been at when I was 12. And I did that for a couple of years, and I made some money doing that. And then I did a bunch of little tiny projects that never really went anywhere with my best friend and my drummer, Noah. That was mostly like thrash metal type stuff, like Metallica or Megadeth or Slayer type stuff. And then from there, I joined my first real band, which was a metalcore band, and that was called Steal the Day. And I was in that band for 6 years, but that was when I was in high school. Some of the accolades of that band are we played 4 dates of Warped Tour in 2018.
Oh, sick.
We opened for like our favorite bands, like Ocean's 8 Alaska, like Moz the Flames, Escape the Fate, Fit for a King, Lorna Shore, like when they had their original vocalist, not the vocalist they have now. It was way before they ever blew up, and we opened for it. That's a really cool story. But yeah, so like we did like all that stuff, and then eventually that band kind of went through a couple of different vocalist changes, and then we kind of ended up doing pop punk towards the end, and we broke up right when the pandemic was ending. And since we had broken up, that's the reason why I stayed home. So I took a gap year and a half after high school to do the band, and also it's the pandemic, so it's not like I can go to college anyways. But so I did that, and then after that band broke up, I was like, well, my dream college to go to. Well, my parents basically said like, you either need to get a job and like move out within like a year, or you need to like go to college, and we'll still help you. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to college, duh. So I was like, I don't want a job. I did work a lot of jobs though. Like I all through that, but they said like, if you go to college, like you don't really need to do that. You can focus on your studies. I'm like, so I applied for a bunch of different schools. I ended up getting not a full ride, but almost a full ride to Berklee College of Music in Boston.
Nice.
So I was there for the last 3 years, and that's where I started my solo project because I wasn't in a band anymore, and I kind of realized that I didn't really want to do a band anymore. I kind of just wanted to do my own vision. I didn't want to have to compromise on a vision or music or content, whatever. I just wanted to do me. So I started my solo stuff while I was at Berklee. Even though most of the stuff was done in Orlando, I never really did anything in Boston. It was more just like I was just there. But yeah, so that's kind of where it happened. And then I graduated in May, and then I was home for the summer in Orlando, and then now I just moved to Nashville. I've been here for 3 weeks. I've also been in a billion other bands too, but like that wasn't part of the highlight reel that I just said. So
no, that's really cool. So why did you go to Nashville? What's in Nashville? What drove you to get there? And don't say my car, because
well, it was between here and LA. And, I'd been to LA a bunch of times. I've been to Nashville a bunch of times. And I love all my LA people. I love all my Nashville people. Nashville is just closer to home. It's a 10-hour drive or an hour and a half flight. LA is a 6-hour flight or a 3-day drive. And it's a lot more expensive in LA, a lot cheaper in Nashville.
Yeah.
I personally like California better.
I love the food in California. I hate the traffic.
But I love California so much. I think it's the most beautiful state in all of the country. So it's just, I want to eventually end up there. But I just think for now, it's a lot cheaper to live here. It's a lot closer to home. I have a lot of friends here. And the 3 weeks that I've been here, I've had like the best 3 weeks of my entire life. I love being here. I love Nashville.
So you've only been there for 3 weeks. So you haven't gotten it together enough to be going out and doing gigs yet, right? Are you doing gigs or
within my first like 5 days being here?
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. But I had it planned. Like,
oh, okay.
But luckily it worked out when I was moving, because I didn't know when I was going to be moving. I just knew that I was eventually going to be in Nashville, because like obviously you kind of have to plan for that months in advance.
Sure.
So like I'd already knew that I was going to be in Nashville, but I didn't know if I was going to have to fly up for the show and then fly back home and then move, or I was going to already be here. So I was here for like 5 days and played the show. So
nice.
What venue did you play?
Can we ask? The Cobra.
Okay, I don't know where that's at.
It's in East Nashville. That's where I live too. I also live in East Nashville.
Okay. Was it pretty packed house? Was it popping?
No, it was like a small show.
Okay.
It was like a bunch of artists from different places. Actually, a lot of the artists were from LA too.
Wow.
Because it was the LA promoter who wanted to come do a show in
Nashville.
Shout out Danny. So it was a lot of fun. It wasn't packed. We probably had a good, like, at its peak, probably about like 50 people. But it's like a really small room. It's not like you could probably fit like 200 people in there if it was like packed like sardines. Like that's 200 people in that room. So like 50 people still looked like pretty good in that room.
That's a damn sauna up in there, boy.
Oh yeah, it got really hot. Even with just 50 people in there, it got really hot. Yeah. But I mean, I think it was a great first show here in Nashville. So I think it kind of warmed me up to play more shows.
So you've been there for 3 weeks. Is there anything that you found in Nashville where you're like, I think I'm gonna go play there? Like, I would love to go to that spot right there.
There's a billion venues that I've been here. I'm just like, I want to play there. I would love to play at the Basement and the Basement East. I'd love to play at now I can't remember the name of the bar. It's like this place that's like kind of downtown, and it has like 5 different venues, and like inside of it, I can't remember the name. My friend bartends there. No, I can't even remember the name of the venue.
Well, you better talk to your friend and be like, I'm gonna need you to get me in there.
Yeah, but he doesn't like do booking stuff. Like he can like help, but I haven't gotten to the point where like I can just like ask for a gig and they'll give me one. Because like it's like more of like a bigger place. You can't really just go in there. But I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna do it. Just haven't done it yet.
Are you recording? Do you have somebody that does like videography for you? So when you're at these venues and stuff, are you setting up camera to do it yourself?
I did in Orlando.
Okay.
At my first show, since I'd only been here for like 5 days, I didn't. Right. But now I have since met people. I've met like 10 people that can do it. So
see. So now you just got to find the right connection for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I already have the right one. I mean, there's like 2 people that I have in mind that I love their content. I think it's amazing, and I really want to work with them.
Anybody that you want to shout out to?
Shout out my boy Kyle with the camera, and I can't remember this girl's name. I follow her on Instagram. I'm really bad with names, by the way. Like I remember faces, suck at names. So like,
and I'm in sales, so.
Yeah, if I follow someone on Instagram, I can like literally go back like latest, like who I followed last, and I'll like see their face and be like,
that's the person.
Yeah, like I have to meet somebody like 3 times before I remember the name.
Well, that's kind of hard because I mean you're busy all the time. There's no way you're gonna meet people 3 times
and also like just recently I started posting a lot more content because I was already posting a lot, but now I post like 8 times a day on Facebook, which is all automated. I post 8 times a day on YouTube Shorts, which is all automated. I post 3 times a day on TikTok, which I do. I post 10 to 20 times on Instagram, which I do.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah. So honestly, but like I've seen so much growth in just the past week. Good. Like actually insane. I've never grown this much in terms of followers and monthly listeners and streams ever. So I'm glad that I'm doing it. I should have been doing it sooner, as most artists will always say. And there's like, damn, I should have been doing this. Oh my God. Oh, sorry about that.
Anyway.
But, what was I saying?
I
wish I was doing it sooner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish I was doing it sooner, but yeah, so like, as you can imagine with posting that much content, I'm getting multiple comments a day, right? Not multiple. I'm getting hundreds of comments a day that I have to.
Perfect. Listen, why don't you take your call or your text? Do you want to introduce the song that Mark's got queued up for us? It's one of yours.
Absolutely. This is my song from my second EP which is called the 444 EP. And this one is about getting cheated on, basically. It's called Too Cool for Me.
I guess you're too cool for me. Whatever happened to the fucks you gave? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? Well, I guess that's over now. Well, I guess that's over now. She's got a new man, he's in a cool band. He writes her love songs, but he's sleeping with her friends. He goes out on the road and leaves her all alone. We could go anywhere, but you'd rather stay at home. It's wrong, and you know it, and you try not to show it. Cause ever since we split, you act like I'm not shit. I need a second to breathe. I guess you're too cool for me. Whatever happened to the fucks you gave? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? Well, I guess that's over now. She's just a cheater, a true man-eater. We pulled all-nighters, cause you said he's just a friend. I'm turning the page cause you fill me with rage. I need a second to breathe. I guess you're too cool for me. Whatever happened to the fucks you gave? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? I guess you're too cool for me. Did you forget about the memories we made? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? Well, I guess that's over now. Cause you're wrong and you know it. Cause you're wrong and you know it. I guess you're too cool for me. Whatever happened to the fucks you gave? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? I guess you're too cool for me. Did you forget about the memories we made? And all the times we had were just a waste. Where did it all go wrong? Well, I guess that's over now.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Chillin' with Greyson Zane, the artist of that particular song, Too Cool for Me.
Yep.
Pretty badass song. Did you like wing it when you wrote it? How did it come up? Talk to me.
There was a period in my life that was very dramatic, which hence the reason I had that shirt. And I thought it was perfect for that music video, where a lot of those songs that have similar topics that I've put out are about. So it did not just come, I mean, it did come out of me. I remember, so technically the song was written about two things. So like the verses were written about one thing and then the chorus was written about something else. So I'll tell you what the chorus is about. So I already told you what the verse is about. It's about that really crazy dramatic time in my life. There was people in it. It was a whole thing. And I got cheated on. It was a bad time. But the chorus was about these people at Berklee that were too cool for me. They cool guide me. I wasn't cool enough for them. And that's kind of where I remember it was the last time that I ever talked to them because I was just all right, whatever. And I was walking away and I was I guess they're too cool for me. And I was so then I wrote down Too Cool for Me. And then I eventually changed it to Too Cool for Me. And then it's also a theme on that EP. If you look at the track listing, any single time I say the word two or four, it's the number, not the letters.
Got it.
So, but yeah, that was definitely a really, really fun song to write. It's always fun to play live. I always play it almost last. I don't play it last because I play Emo Trash last, obviously. But yeah. It was a great
Mom and dad, they support you obviously because they said, "Hey, go to college. You can stay here. We'll help you out still." Blah blah blah. What's mom's favorite song that you do?
My mom's. Well,
She's gotta have a favorite. She can't say. You can't say all.
Oh, she's not. No, she's not like that. Trust. She doesn't dislike any of my songs, but she's
Right.
only said that she's like, she'll just be like, "Oh yeah, like I'm so proud of you. Like this is so cool." But she has only ever said that, like, she only specifically said like a positive thing, like a really positive like compliment about one song of mine ever, which is "Sinners," which is like the alternative country emo song. That sounds like literally like I'll never do anything like that ever again. Like I've never sounded like that ever. It was that song was written in 30 minutes in the studio because we needed a sixth song for the EP. And we were like, oh my God, what should we do? And I was hanging out. It was me and my producer and a friend of mine who's a really good co-writer of mine who he's helped me write a lot of stuff. He actually helped me write. So Too Cool For Me. He helped me write a lot of those verses, like those lyrics. He helped me write a lot of that stuff. But yeah, so we put that song together in 30 minutes and it was like, oh, this is cool. I've never done the alternative thing. Let's try it. And I love that song. I love it dearly. And I love playing it live too. But I don't think I would do something like that now.
Gotcha. Do you have a song that you've created that you do that you kind of dread playing? Like you go somewhere and you're like, oh man, don't make me play this song. Like people are going, play it. And you're like, oh no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Don't Cry For Me.
Why is that?
It is so astronomically high for me to sing. Like so I tune down most of my songs a half step live because it helps. You know, like some of the songs are in the original key, but some of them are like a half step down. So it's just like a little easier on my voice. And I've never had vocal lessons really. So it helps a lot more because I'm not like a trained singer, which I need to get vocal lessons because I need to work on my breathing technique because then I'd be able to do it just fine. But yeah, so like usually like that song drains all my breath, all of it. It's all gone. And then after I do that song, it's gone for the rest of the show because like, you know, you keep going and you keep going. So it's just like, I either have to do it last or I don't do it at all. And I haven't played that song live in probably about a year and a half.
So do you get fans yelling out, sing it, like do the song?
Yes, sometimes. I mean, I have a couple of fans and then also a couple of friends that are like, that's their favorite song. And they're begging me to play it live. And I'm just like, no. And it's in my Spotify top 5. Like it's one of my most streamed songs. Like on every platform, like if you combine all the platforms together, it's probably like my 3rd most streamed song. And
well, Mark's downloaded your entire. I think he's following you on Spotify now, right?
Yeah, I don't have all of his songs, but I have most of them.
But don't get me wrong, I love "Don't Cry For Me." That one was also written in the studio, so like I think it's a great song. It's just so hard to sing live. So,
what songs do you want us to play on our show for you? What songs do you highly recommend that we start playing so that they get more, either they get more airtime or they have a lot of airtime and people will love them. People will get to know who you are.
Well, I would say Emo Trash for sure.
Okay.
Too Cool For Me, like you already did.
Okay.
I would say Imposter. I think Imposter is the best look at inside my brain that I have in a song because it changes genres like 5 times. Kind of funny because it goes from like a cool pop punk thing, then it goes to like this cool industrial little verse, and then it goes to like metalcore, and then it goes to like I don't like kind of like you know like the Brat album by like Charlie XCX and like like techno like
Yeah.
to that, and then it goes to a breakdown where I'm screaming, so it goes back to metalcore, and then the bridge is just like an ode to like Iron Maiden, Metallica, because Metallica's my favorite band of all time. Metallica was actually like my first tattoo. I have Seek and Destroy right here.
Okay.
So
All right, listen, we are back live in the studio right here with Greyson Zane. And guys, we are at the point of the show where we're going to play a little game called Florida or Not Florida. If you're in the comments and you want to play against Greyson, please step up to the challenge.
And I'm also from Florida, so.
So Greyson, the way this works is I'm going to read 5 headlines. I'll read them one at a time. I'll ask you if that happened in Florida or not. You don't have to tell me where it happened. If you know where it happened, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. But like you said, you're from Florida, so you should do really well at these. I used to tell people if it had anything to do with meth, it probably happened right here in this county.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started reading more of these headlines, and I'm like, okay, well, that's definitely Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some onlookers in the comments here. Hopefully we can get somebody to jump in and say, hey, I want to play. I see that our number 1 fan is not on tonight, Mark.
Yes, I see that too. I don't know what happened to Amanda.
Amanda is not on tonight. That's okay. She's really good at this game. Let me do it like
she got 5 for 5 last week, and I think she's taking a break.
Yeah, she killed it. All right, so I'm going to start it off like this. Here we go. A man gets Man gets $37,500 after an officer thought donut glaze was meth. Man gets $37,500 after officer thought donut glaze was meth. Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
Yeah, it probably sounds like Florida.
Greyson's locked in with Florida here. All right, let's see. Oh, did we tell you what you get if you win?
You did
Did
not?
we tell you what you get if? Well, you get these.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right on. So whoever plays against you, if they beat you, guess what they're gonna get?
Stickers or decals.
Decals, yeah. And some of those. We're waiting. Mark, you wanna answer? You wanna play? I know you don't know the answer to these. What are you thinking? Florida or not Florida?
On that one, I'm going to say not Florida, even though it sounds like a Florida thing. I'm going to say not Florida.
And the winner is of this one. It's Florida. And you think a cop would recognize a glazed donut?
Nope.
All right. So that one, yes, it was Florida. All right. Here's our next one. Man who smashed a mosque window, left bacon, gets a 15-year sentence in prison. Man who smashed a mosque window and left bacon gets a 15-year sentence.
Yeah,
Did
that's
that happen in Florida or not Florida?
That sounds like something that happened in California and New York.
Yeah, I don't think that's Florida.
You want to lock in? Both of you guys are going to lock in with not Florida on this one?
Yeah, not Florida.
Mark, you're saying not Florida?
Yeah.
Guys, unfortunately, that was Florida. That was.
What the hell? I don't remember that.
Unfortunately, guys, it doesn't tell me exactly where it happened. It just says Florida man who smashed a mosque window, left bacon, gets a 15-year sentence.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, here's our next one. Man arrested after dancing on a roof of a burning home. Florida or not Florida, guys?
Florida. I mean, I feel like that could be a lot, but it does sound like a Florida thing.
Is it
Not
because
Florida.
he was on meth?
Not Florida.
Mark's a not Florida guy, and Greyson is a Florida one. And guys, that happened in Indiana.
Damn. I'm losing.
Indiana.
No, we're tied.
Yeah, you guys are tied.
No.
All right, here's the next one. This one's kind of strange. Man is sentenced to 22 years for stealing a TV remote. What?
He must have had a bad, a bad lawyer.
I don't know what happened, dude. I'm gonna read this little post here. While many people threaten murder when the TV remote goes missing, getting 22 years in prison as punishment for stealing the device may seem a bit of overkill. A blank man received that sentence because the theft was a final straw. Okay, so he was probably like a repeat offender of some kind of something. Guys, did this happen in Florida or not Florida?
I'm gonna say Florida.
Oof.
I'm going to say not.
Here? The judges are so lenient here.
I'm going to say not Florida. I'm going to say that happened in New York because they seem to let everybody out.
Grayson, is that your final answer? You want to go with Florida?
Yeah, I'll go Florida.
Guys, that happened in Illinois.
Wow.
Illinois.
Illinois.
All right, that was 4 down. Here's our last one. All right. Kids were picking up trash for Earth Day, and they found a 22-pound bale of weed. Did this happen in Florida or not Florida? And who are these kids?
And they didn't.
They didn't tell me. I would have went and been like, hey, let me hold on to that for you.
I'm gonna say Florida because it's still illegal.
Grayson's going Florida on this one, Mark. You going against them on this one?
I've said not Florida.
Oh, okay.
I've said not Florida the whole time.
And the correct answer is kids were picking up trash for Earth Day. Then they found a Florida man's 22-pound bale of weed. Indeed, it was Florida, sir.
2 out of 5.
Hey, at least you got some right. Mark, how'd you do?
2 out of 5.
And Grayson, 2 out of 5?
Yep.
I guess we'll send them some decals.
Well, that's good. I was going to anyways.
Grayson, I know you play the guitar. Do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I can play a little bit of piano. I can play drums. I can play bass. What else can I do? That's like really it. I mean, because I went to school for guitar. Like I went to Berklee for guitar.
Okay.
I didn't go for singing. I mean, obviously, no, I just didn't say. I mean, I said that I didn't ever take vocal lessons. So I clearly, if I was a vocalist at Berklee, I would have done that. But
well, you're in Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
You're close to a lot of great country places.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably tell you, I would probably go and check a couple of those out because I feel like they have some of the best vocalists, quite honestly.
Oh, for sure. Nashville is insanely talented. Everybody's a singer.
Do you walk down the road and go like, I wonder if that guy's a singer too?
I think I literally just assume that everybody in Nashville is an artist.
That's crazy.
Because in Orlando, like people will ask and you'd be like, oh, what do you do? And you'd be like, oh, I'm an artist. And then like they'll want to talk to you about it forever. And they'll be like, oh, that's so interesting. This, and that. Like here, I just assume. Because there's 2 different ways that you talk to people. Like it's either you're an artist or you're not an artist when they ask about what you do. So like you give 2 different answers to the 2 different types of people.
Are you doing any, because you and I talked about this a little bit. I know you're not making a killing out there in the music industry at the moment, hopefully soon. But are you doing a regular job right now while you are pursuing, or do you just strictly?
I have a job. I have a job.
Okay. Is it a good one? Is it a good job?
Yeah.
It pays the bills.
Yeah, it pays the bills. But it's not like a crazy job. Like it's not like a 9-to-5 or anything like that. But like, yeah, I do have a job.
Okay, very cool. Do you sell cars? Are you a car salesman? I'm kidding.
That would be a 9-to-5. They all work like 9-to-5.
9 to 5, dude. I work all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, that sucks.
I need to do this.
Hey man, I need to post content. I can't be working 24/7.
Well, that's why you got to hire somebody to do the content for you. Eventually, it's gonna.
I'd rather do it myself because somebody else is gonna mess it up.
This is the problem that I'm having. I'm trying to get somebody to do content for me, but it's kind of like, are you gonna come do this content for me, or do I just have to do it myself? We'll see.
The best thing to do is like, especially being a solo artist, and I don't have any other band members. You kind of like learn that you have to learn how to do everything yourself. So like, I need to know how to play all the instruments. I need to know how to do social media. I need to know how to make content. I need to know how to edit the content. I need to know how to, be social and like network with people. Like because it's different. Because if you have a band full of 5 people, you know, you could have one dude that's good at networking. You have one dude that's good at making content and coming up with ideas. You have one dude that writes all the songs. You know, you have one dude that's pretty in the face of the band. It's just like, no, like as a solo artist, you have to be all of it, all in one. You have to be your own producer, content creator, director, creative, songwriter, everything.
How much time do you think you spend a day strictly with the music?
24/7.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I think about.
So even when you're at work, you're still.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm always thinking about this. This is what I'm thinking. I dream about this. Like this is all I think about. And then when I'm not working, all I do is either make content or edit content or write songs, even though I already have 80 of them. So it's just like I just keep writing more. That's 80 unreleased songs, by the way. So like just keep writing songs, make content, edit content, try to reach out to people, try to like, or just like, so the thing is that I look at TikTok and like Instagram Reels in a different way than most people do, because most people just do it for like strict like entertainment.
Sure.
I look at it and I study it. Like I like keep track of all the trends. Like I keep track of how many followers a person has. I keep track of how many likes a person is getting. Like I keep track of everything.
Wow.
So like I like do that. I mean, I also use it for entertainment too, of course. But
She finally showed.
but I also still like I like study it. Like I basically it's like a teaching method all the time, just trying to figure out how to do it and try to better myself and make better things and better captions and all that stuff. Because the easy part is the music, because that just comes, you know, like that's the easy part is like I could sit around and write, you know, a song or 2 a day. You know, it doesn't mean that they're all going to be good. Just so you know, I only have 10 out of that 80 that I actually like, and those other 70 will have 0 chance of ever seeing the light of day.
But the thing is you can like it, but the people that listen to it, they have to like it, right? So you have the 80 songs.
But to a certain extent, because you don't want to write songs for somebody else. You want to write songs for you. You have to be happy first. And then after you're happy, you ask yourself, do I think other people would like this? And if you like it that much, most of the time, yes, other people will like it. So I don't concern myself with that part as much. So it's more, that's why I said the song part comes easy. I mean, like after I've been writing songs for 10 years. So it's just like, that's the easy part. The hard part is the content. Like,
I wrote a song once.
Hell yeah. So like, I get the song down, and then after I have the song, I go to the studio, we rewrite and redo the entire song in the studio. And then after I get that mix and master back, it's no longer about the song, it's about the content. And that's the hard part, because you have to make it connect with people. And sometimes, like I said earlier, there's certain songs that just don't do good on social media. So it's just, and then when that happens, that sucks, by the way. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, the hard part is you write a song and you think it's good, and that's really what matters. You know, if it's that good, other people are going to like it too. And that's what I found through all the stuff that I've done. I liked Emo Trash. I liked Too Cool For Me, the song you guys played earlier. And I thought it was a great song first. And then I was like, I think other people are going to like this too. And I got excited about thinking about what other people are going to like. And yeah, so it's just about putting it in front of the right people, you know, and with the right caption at the right time and at the right this and that. But it is what it is. And
I guess if you had a song on Spotify or something that you didn't like, you would have never put it on Spotify, right? You would have been like,
I had one song that I had on Spotify that I didn't like. I took it off Spotify. I kept everything else. There's only one song that I have previous released that I took off. That's not there.
Gotcha.
Yep.
If so, since you're in Nashville, I mean, music flows through Nashville like the river, right? So if you were approached by members of a band and they were like, hey, you think you'd want to do this band thing with us for a little while, do you think you'd do it, or you just want to stay solo?
Yeah,
Would you get an opportunity?
I mean, it definitely depends because in Nashville, there's a lot of different types of bands. There's like the bands that do all the cover music that play on Broadway. If somebody asked me to do that, I would say yes in a heartbeat because that's easy money. If somebody asked me to like be in a band that plays shows sometimes and like I don't have to do any of the content and I don't have to do any of that like critical thinking and all I have to do is play the shows and kind of just be there for writing, then I would do that.
Okay.
But if I was asked to be in a super serious band that was like touring and doing stuff, I would think about it very hard because I would be like, I would have to give up a lot of things that I'm doing now to be able to go do that. So it would have to be worth it. It would have to be like, it would have to be worth it in many, many ways. Not just like, I mean, the obvious one is the money thing, but like, that's not even my biggest concern when it comes to that. Like it has to make sense in a lot of other ways too. So I would definitely think about it, but those are the three different options that I kind of see it happening. Or if I get asked to play guitar for like some famous country artist, and I would say yes immediately because like I wouldn't even care about that because like then nobody would even. I would say yes immediately.
Or hey, could you cut a vocal track for us and let us play it in our song, kind of thing? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, less different. I'd say yes to that, anyways. I mean, like, because doing like a feature or like if doing a session, because I've already done a couple sessions since I've been here. If somebody just wants to write, or somebody just wants to like, hey, can you play guitar on this track? Like, yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any bands that you like to listen to yourself since you've been in Nashville? Any up and comers or solo artists or anything like that? Do you go out?
You local artist here in Nashville?
Yeah.
Mostly just my friends. My friend Manny. We actually went to the studio and we're writing a song. Well, we were all writing a song for his new solo project. Really excited for that. My friend Peyton Marie, she just released a song a couple days ago. She just went viral on TikTok. Who else? I mean, honestly, like everybody here is like an artist, and like I feel like I'm forgetting people, but like I've met so many people that are so talented, that are so amazing.
Right.
It's just like there's so many, you know. But yeah, I definitely met a lot of people here that are amazing, and they're all talented.
Yeah, I think the big thing is I like the fact that you made it to Nashville. Like you chose Nashville to and you've been there for 3 weeks. I just hope in the next, year that we get to see more from you, and whether it be on another track with Felicity or whoever, right? Like we like your content, we like your music, and we just want to continue to see more of that. So if it's stuff down, dude, we're totally down. But I just want to keep my ear to the ground, like, hey, Greyson's doing this with so and so, and I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there's going to be a lot, especially within like the next 6 months, because I released my last EP in May. So I'm kind of like, just what I'm doing right now is I'm just promoting all the music that I have out because I don't have anything new to promote. So I'm just reposting all the old content. So especially if you guys use Facebook or YouTube Shorts over Instagram or TikTok, then if you guys use Facebook, you guys are going to be seeing me post 8 times a day. And that content ranges from being brand new, I made it today, to 3 years ago. And it's all getting posted. In 6 months, there's going to be 2,000 videos on my Facebook Reels because it's posting 8 a day. So that's all I'm saying is that you're going to keep seeing content from me, but you're not going to see any new songs. You're going to keep seeing new content, but you're not going to be seeing new songs until about March next year. And then when I start doing those new songs, it will be a lot. It will be like, it'll switch from being like 8 videos a day of like all my old songs to being 8 videos a day of one song. And you won't be able to get away from it for 3 months.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about videos and stuff like that. The video that we watched, who did that one for you?
My friend Josh from Magnolia Park.
Okay.
He does music videos and content and all that other stuff on the side, other than being the vocalist in Magnolia Park.
And we know you're doing another one for your video game style survival stuff. Is there a type of video though that you would like to do for one of your music tracks, or for like, do you think of the video while you're making the music, or how does that work?
So I know I've talked a lot about content tonight, but I don't think about content until the song is done. After I'm done writing the song and the song is finished, then I think about content, because that's when because like I don't want to cloud my mind with like, I don't want to be one of those people that's just like, oh, I'm writing this so people on TikTok are gonna love it. You know, like I don't want to be that person that's writing to go viral. Like that's not what I'm doing. I'm writing things that I like, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think about the content until after the song's done. So that song's after it was done was just like a million content ideas. What I really, really, really want to do, because you were talking about like, is there anything that you'd really want to do? So the thing that I really want to do is, so Alien is like my favorite horror movie of like all time, really. Like I love the Alien franchise. I love all that stuff. My favorite survival horror video game is Alien Isolation. I just love that. And like Alien Earth is coming out. I need to watch the episode. So good. Love Alien. I really wanted to recreate, like, I wanted to create like a little, like, obviously it wouldn't be canon because it's not in relation with Warner Brothers, but I would want to like have like my own suits and like be like on the alien ship and have an alien chase me. But that, I don't think I can do that for this video, because I think I'm not gonna have the budget, because my budget would like, to have an alien that looks as good as in the movies. I think my budget is gonna have to be at minimum $15,000-$20,000, which is nowhere near close to like the budget that it's going to be. The budget that it's going to be is like, divide that by like 15. So like, it's going to be like nothing compared to that. So that's why I was like, well, maybe I should kind of just do like the whole, you know, B horror movie, like slasher type thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But my dream is to recreate like my favorite horror movies, like, and just have them as music videos. So like my music video for the song Stitches, it's not like a horror movie spinoff, but like I do have a lot of blood on me during that song. And like I like each shot I get more bloody, and like I have blood coming out of my mouth and like my, because like it's like super like, you know, it's very image based, that song in the music video. So
okay. Well, hell, man, we've touched on every topic, right? I think. Did we talk about everything? Is there anything that you want to talk about before we end the show? I know you got a lot of projects coming up and stuff like that. We want to make sure that our fans are following you and that you're getting the following that you so rightly deserve, man. I mean, you're absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Your music's killer. I don't consider it like punky, rocky, like poppy, whatever. I just like the music.
It's got its own. It seems like it's got a punch in the line.
Yeah, he's not doing country. There you go.
Well, have you listened to Sinners? Because that one's kind of country. But
is it country? I'm gonna listen to it then. I'll listen.
Each song is different. You know,
Yeah.
It's got its own little twist to it. You could start to think that it's heavy metal, but then it starts to go into other things, and you know, you could feel it go, you know, all around, which I like. Amanda, we'll forgive you this week, but you're gonna have to tune in next week also, because we're gonna have a bunch of clowns on the show.
Bunch of clowns. Don't know why.
That's including Brian.
Shut up. Greyson, where do you want people to literally follow your content and you?
Well, the most up-to-date place is Instagram and TikTok, because that is all 100% fresh new content every day. If you don't care about fresh new content and you just want to see all my content from the past 3 years, you can follow me on YouTube or Facebook. It's the same for everything. It's exactly how my name is spelled right here on the screen, except with 2 E's at the end. So it's Greyson Zane E. And that's my username on every single social platform that you can find me on. And then my Spotify is literally, if you spell my name exactly the way that it is on the screen right there.
Okay. Yeah, the Spotify was easy to find.
Yeah, and also like I'm on every streaming platform too. So if you don't have Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, I'm on Tidal, I'm on Amazon, YouTube,
iHeart.
Yeah, everything. Well, actually, I don't know, because that's a radio station.
Hey, we're on iHeart.
Yeah, how do we get on iHeart?
We already did that.
Oh yeah, but isn't that like
I
you
did
guys post it as a podcast though?
Ours is a podcast, so we're able to do that.
Yeah, so that's different. I can't put mine on iHeart. I don't think.
Well, I mean, you can start your own podcast and just make it about music. I don't know. I mean,
There's ways around all that. And Brendan, to answer your question, yes, clowns, but I don't know if they're going to have the red noses. But you never know. We don't know if they're going to come in makeup or if they're going to be just that.
all right. Anything else you want to talk about, Grayson?
I don't think so.
Okay. We enjoyed having you on the show, buddy. Thank you so much. Keep putting out some kick-ass content, and would you send it to us first so that we can approve? No, I'm just kidding. I really want to listen to it, so I just kind of want to be like, hey, I heard it first.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I have something, I send it to you.
Awesome. Mark?
After we end the show, stick around after the after our outro, because I have something to ask you, but I don't want to do it on the air. But other than that, Brian, what do we got next week? I'm gonna be nice and say it right now instead
Killer
of
Clowns from Outer Space. Tune
No.
in next. Damn it, man. We're going to have the cast, some of the cast from this flick right here. It's called Clown Motel.
But it's Clown Motel 3 Ways.
3
to
Ways
Hell.
to Hell. There you go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of clowns coming. It's not just one or two. It's like I think the last time we counted it was like 14.
I don't know their names, but I think Happy, Skippy, Dopey, and all those guys are going to be.
Wrong. No, that's the Seven Dwarfs.
All right. So is that it?
Oh, well, you might as well tell everybody who's coming on October 2nd.
I don't want to tell anybody.
Huh?
I don't want to tell anybody anything. You tell them.
Well, because you're good at names. I'm not.
Nope. Not doing it.
Keith?
You butchered it.
Do you remember Keith's last name?
Groyan?
Yeah.
There
He'll
you
be
go.
on with the special announcement.
I like special announcements. Let's go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, from us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian,
I'm Mark.
and this is Grayson. See you guys.
Have a good night.
Bitch, I'm in the